If you're watching this video and you're seeing this right now, you are going to be rich. Now, look, you didn't stumble across this video by accident. So that means if you're seeing this, you were meant to hear it and you're going to be rich. But not just financially. We're talking about mindset, we're talking about wisdom, we're talking about in purpose. So that's what we're going to dive into today. Now, I want you to understand something, right? Wealth starts in the mind way before it reaches your hands. Now, this is in psychology, you can refer to the reticular activating system, aka RAS, and this is when your brain is able to filter information based on what you believe and focus on. So if you see yourself as abundant, your mind and body via the RAS or the RAS is going to begin attracting more of those things, more of those opportunities your way, right? And so you have to understand that wealth is built before you start seeing it, right? So before you become wealthy, you have to start thinking like someone who is. I've said this before in a different video where I was just like, you have to act like the person that would already have the thing that you're looking for, right? Again, I have to double check if I believe it's Napoleon Hill or Earl Nightingale might have been actually that wrote about the 30-day transformation. Maybe both of them even, right? Where you essentially for 30 days act as the version of yourself that you want to be a reality, right? Because you have to understand something too when it comes to your attention, right? It's like Tony Robbins says, your where your attention goes, your energy flows, right? So if a broke person, and for the most part, broke people focus on lack, while wealthy people focus on the solutions, right? Your thoughts are shaping your future right now. So what are you telling yourself every day, right? You have to understand too that God gives wealth to those he can trust. So if we're going to go from a biblical standpoint, Deuteronomy 8:18, remember the Lord your God, for it is he who gives you the power to get wealth, right? So that right there is saying that God isn't withholding wealth from you. He's preparing it. Whoever can be trusted with little can also be trusted with much. Luke 16:10. So what does that mean, Gary? That means that if God gives you, or the universe, in this case, some people, you might understand it better that way. If the universe gives you something and it's small, this is a test to see how well you can manage it when it's this big. Because if you can't handle it at this size and magnitude, you'll never be ready for it at this level. So if you can't manage 1,000, why would universe reward you with 100,000, right? So you have to be a good steward. And that's why you have to understand that wealth not only is seen well before the mind, but you experience it in bits and pieces before you fully can handle it, before you can fully grasp it, right? Because wealth isn't just about money. It's about stewardship, discipline, vision, and ultimately you, right? So you have to understand too that when it comes to this, and if you really want to be rich, right? Because you're watching this video, which means that you are going to be, you must take action. And remember that faith without work is dead. Now, psychologically speaking, this is referred to as the law of cause and effect, right? So what you sow, you reap. So consistent action leads to exponential results over time. And so it's key to understand that belief without action is just a wish. So you have to move, right? Like if you were to start a business, you have to make that investment, develop the skill that sets you apart, right? And also think about it like this. God can open doors, but you have to walk through them, right? When it comes to achieving riches, it's not only just seen in the mind before you get it. You don't only have to be a good steward when you have little, but you have to understand that the instances in which, or the challenges that you're facing, are doors that are going to open that you just have to have faith to walk through, right? That you have to be okay with sowing and understanding that eventually you will reap, right? So just understand that when I say, when you see this video, you're going to be rich, I'm not going to just give you the hocus pocus manifestation stuff, because that's true. I have manifest tatted on my stomach, so I fully believe it. But I want to give you the reality. And reality is faith without work is dead, right? The rich don't work for money. They make money work for them. So what does that look like? That means that you have to understand how to see yourself as that person and take actions each day to become that person. And eventually you're going to find yourself in that place where things switch. You have that abundance you've been seeking, and then you can make the money work for you. So just remember this. So, at the end of the day, if you're seeing this video, this is your confirmation. Wealth is on its way, but you have to meet it halfway. You have to be willing to put in the work in order to do it, right? And wealth isn't only of the pockets, but it's of the mind. And wealth is seen way before it's seen, right? You have to see it in here before you can materialize it and manifest it into your reality. Think bigger, move smarter, stay obedient. And the life that you want is closer than you think. All you have to do is have faith and take action. God is waiting on you, not the other way around. God has a plan for you. He's waiting for you to take action. So today, like I said, you saw this video for a reason. And the reason is to remind you that the riches are on the way, but you have to meet them halfway. So that being said, I love you guys as always. If you enjoyed this video, leave a like and a comment. Let me know what you're thinking. Let me know if anything in this video resonated with you. And as always, you can join my community down below in the description or link to my bio. That being said, though, I love you guys as always, and I continue to pray over you, and I trust that God is going to bring the opportunities that you seek to you when you are ready to receive them, and ultimately let God's will be done. In Jesus' name, man, I love y'all. Deuces.